Good morning, everyone. Welcome to week 5. It is Monday morning, about a quarter till 11. I'm getting a late start to this week, so I apologize for that in advance. It is reason I'm getting a late start is I spent the weekend in New Orleans getting some video of a couple of restaurants and experiences there, how they're dealing with COVID. And I spent some time with the chef and owner of Lilette, Lilette. His name is John Harris. Here's this. That's his card. It's on Magazine Street, so if any of you guys make it down to New Orleans, Magazine is not a part of the French Quarter. It's another area. It's a beautiful area. A couple of movies have been built there or are filmed there. And John is a James Beard Award-winning chef, meaning he is up there on his skill set, and what he created was absolutely fantastic. And what was interesting about my stay there is I went in, we had a great conversation. He goes, "Rob, I got something for you. This is very rare." And he scooted off to the kitchen. The maitre d' or one of the waiters came over and he says, "Look, he only has 3 of these in house, and he rarely gets excited about protein, and this is really big." I was like, "Okay, great. What is this?" And he said, "We've got the Kobe beef of chicken." I kid you not, Kobe beef of chicken. I said, "Well, hell, I got to have it. Bring it on." I have never had someone come to the table with a chicken and say, "This is your chicken. This is what we're going to have." Now, I've had them do it with steaks, and I've had them do it with seafood, and even vegetables. In some countries they'll do that. But I've never had someone come up to me and say, "Here's your chicken." Now, I got to tell you, it didn't look any different than any other chicken out there. But he apparently had 3 and wanted to do it up special. And of course, they brought out a chicken just before he carved it up. Looked like any other chicken. Tasted good, but I was quite frank with him, and I told him, "Hey, the white meat was dry, dark meat was fantastic. But I'm not going to eat a whole chicken by myself." So that was kind of interesting. And then he brought over a couple of his signature cocktails, an espresso martini. Okay, that was pretty good, but it kept me wired all weekend or all night. So anyhow, that is one of the reasons, and I spent Sunday doing a lot of editing. So today we're getting the start off. Now, I'm going to address some confusion that we may have regarding what we're doing so far on in regards to chia. Also, there is yet another hurricane coming through, and I'm going to share this with you. I'm going to share my screen to show you the hurricanes that have come across here. And if you look dead center, where all of these are pretty much converging, right in this area is where I am now. And, guess what? I'm going to be, next week, I'm leaving and I'm going up to Minneapolis. So I'll be doing some lectures there, and I won't be putting up with that. Here's another shot of what's coming up and what's out in the coast right now. And again, coming right over good old Baton Rouge. So coming into game week for both LSU and Arkansas. Down here, at least, it's going to be wet. Looks like it's going to be gorgeous up there for game time against Georgia for y'all, or for us in Fayetteville. But I will be in Minneapolis where the leaves will be turning. Okay, let me address some confusion regarding what's going on with chia in this. Several of you have been unclear as to why, what resources we use. Is there a book we go by? Where are the quizzes? Are there assignments? Those kind of things. Well, let me see if I can clear this up. Now, go back to your syllabus, and it outlines there pretty straightforward. The first 4 to 5 weeks, which is what we're in now, is only based on chia. Okay, we're going to be going into this hotel industry performance reports this week. I'm going to present a couple of lectures and walk you through that. If you need that, it's certainly there for you for your taking. But this 4 weeks, all of the PowerPoints and a more in-depth PowerPoint presentation, or just the raw PowerPoints, are located under Files in MS Teams. Go under Files, and I believe it's Class. Let me look it up here real quick. It is under Files. Taking a while to pop up. Yep, Class Materials. You go under there, and then it says CHIA STR Data Files and Exercise Materials. That's another one. I posted that on the 8th of September. You have all the modules that have all the PowerPoints in there. Then keep going down. It has the application exercises, more slides down there. It's got a practice exam. Then it's got the practice exam answer key, and it has a handful of Excel spreadsheets that should provide you with all of the information you need to get familiar with this this program, or with the CHIA certification and the STAR report data. So take a look at that. Follow what we've been doing. This is all the materials you're going to have for the first 5 weeks. Now, after the exam next week, which I will let you know later this week when it's going to occur and what your window of time is so you can take that. After that time frame, we're going to jump into this animal. Well, most part, I'm going to walk you through and add some other stuff to it and take some stuff away that is irrelevant that you won't use. But we'll get into this. Again, look at your syllabus. It will guide you. We're going to follow that pretty close, okay? So far, we haven't varied from it at all. So there are no assignments per se. Like, I'm not giving you one this first 4 weeks. But you do need to follow along step by step with what we're doing. Get a grasp on this information. At the end of each of these modules, in other words, at the end of each of these weeks, there are exercises. They build on each other. So go back to Module 1. Do those exercises. Make sure you understand it before moving on to Module 2. Do the exercises. All the exercise questions are there. There's probably even some teacher guide stuff in there that'll help you walk through it. So please pay attention to that. If you feel like you're behind because you're not doing enough, maybe compared to some of your other classes, fear not. We will catch up with your volume of assignments. There's plenty of that in the future. And if I'm true to form this semester, I'll be throwing stuff at you in the middle of it that are not outlined in the syllabus, but they are meant to teach you things that are live, that are relevant, that are industry specific, that you would not get anywhere else. So hopefully that clarifies that. As always, if you have questions, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you out. And some of you already have, and I've set up one-on-ones, which is fantastic. I love doing that because I can hear not only what your concerns are, but I can hear what you're not saying, and draw inferences as to what else you need to be focusing on. So please do that. I enjoy it. I make time for you anytime, and I'm pretty flexible with working within your schedule. It's a weird world we're living in. So let's make the most out of all this technology and the ability to reach me, okay? So I hope I clarified that, or gave you a little bit more guidance on that. Now this week we're going to launch into the hotel industry performance reports, and I apologize, but I'm getting this to you probably later. It'll be Wednesday probably before I get that, hopefully sooner. I supplied a trend report already for you to take a look at and see a real example. That was the project out in Oregon. Yes, out in Oregon. Beautiful project. But just to let you know, my company and I are ready to jump on that and go after and get some money for those guys. But they are still dragging their feet for some reason on getting us the name of the official company, because the company's something holdings. Well, they have to get that to us because that's how we raise money underneath that company. We can't raise money based on just what I've shown you, which is in essence what they've shown me, pretty pictures and stuff like that. No, it has to be a legal entity. Well, they have to get that to us. They also have to juggle with all the multiple people who are investing in this organization or who have an equity stake in this. They may not invest, but they have an equity stake. We need to know who those people are. And better yet, we need to know one person that runs the whole thing so they can be accountable to and sign on the dotted line when it comes time to getting them money. So if we're going after $30 million and they're putting up 10, which is pretty accurate in this case, we need to know who we're dealing with. So we're still waiting on that. And we've been waiting over a week on that. So anyhow, that's a real live project, and I will keep you guys up to speed as to what's going on. So again, look at the file section under MS Teams, and you'll see all the information. I will keep adding to that information as the semester goes. And you will hear from me later this week on both the hotel industry performance reports and a time frame or a window for your STR exam. And then we're going to launch into the rest of the class, the course on revenue management for the hospitality industry. So hope that answers your questions. This is a little bit longer than I normally do, but hey, let's hopefully it got you what you needed. So good luck. Have a great week. And as always, if you need anything, let me know. Thank you.